Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Boone at the Boone Show here at 5:07 a.m. So, I think I'm going to do a new thing. And I know I've said that before. But now I actually have the time and the reason. Election season is coming up. You know I like talking about politics. It's not a fun subject all the time. Here, let me get my headphones plugged in. I should have thought about that beforehand. That way I'm 100% hands-free. Yeah, just like the new Minnesota law. There we go. Hello, how you doing? Okay, now you can hear me great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a morning show. I'm going to go live between 5 and 5:10 in the morning. I'm going to start off simple, maybe do a half an hour, 15 minutes, half an hour, it depends. I'll come up with some topics, and we'll see how we can fill in. But I don't pay for my subscription anymore. I used to. So I could do a whole hour. And shit, if I have time, I'll do a whole hour. If I have time, I'll have people call in, and I'll have my friends join, and whatever, if it's, I got my friend Julian up around this time sometimes, stuff like that, whatever. But I can make a thing out of this. I mean, people completely fine by me. But, we don't always have to talk politics. We can go and talk about other stuff, because I know it's not always the most interesting. I'm also curious to see how much of my car you can hear. I got a new car. It's a Volkswagen Passat diesel, so it's a little louder than my other car. It gets a lot better mileage than my other car because diesel burns slower. But it's a great car. I love this car. Wonderful car. I was shocked that they financed me for it. Honestly. I feel like my life is headed in the proper direction. I might be getting a supervisor position in my job here soon. So that's good too. Everything is falling into place. Anyway, not about me. Like I said, I'm not going to start today's my unofficial start. Let's call for an official start to this. Next week. So I work. I have Mondays and Tuesdays off. So today is my Friday. Today is my Friday. So. I'll start next Wednesday at 5 to 5:10 a.m. And then we'll power through it every week. If it sounds good to you guys. Maybe I'll do, should I do every day? Or should I do Monday? Or no, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Or maybe I'll just do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and give you guys the weekends to do what you want, because no one wants to wake up early on the weekends. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably do Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, or Wednesdays and Thursdays. Let's see what the sound quality is of this. Let's see how everything goes, what kind of topics I got, and then we'll go from there and see as to how many days a week I do. I'm gonna do at least Monday or Wednesday and Friday, no matter what. But to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was the trick. Is the question. Anyway, if you live in Minnesota, you know that 35 has some fucking stupid construction on it. Stupid construction, just the worst in the fucking world. No, I don't want the music on. I just want my navigator on. Alright, let's go to recents. No. Recents. Yeah, I have to frickin'...
The route is being calculated.
Sorry. I don't take this way to work. So, I live in Forest Lake, and I get off and I exit from Columbus, and I go on 35, and I take 35W, not 35E. And usually, because the road's been closed, the little ramp has been supposed to be closed. I've just been going up through Forest Lake on the ramp, and then heading down, and then taking 35E because there's so much construction that it's really fucky. So I thought because it takes less time. It takes less time to go to Columbus and go down. So what I did was try to see if because the ramp has been open the last couple of days, even though it's supposed to be closed. But it's been open. It was open today. So I went down, and then it screws me, and because I took that exit instead, now I'm forced to go on 35E, which I can get to work that way, mind you. It's not really that much longer or anything. I just don't know the route very well. I've only taken it like once or twice, and the only reason I did that is because the detour sucks dick. So now I got to use my navigator to get me there. That's great. So I got music playing in the background. I don't want music playing in the background. Do I get a choice? I don't think so. I think I'm effed. Anyway, so we'll go to our first topic. What time? How much time have we been doing already? We probably already got... No, we got plenty of time. Okay. So, I want to talk about politics for a minute, because, I like to talk about politics, and it's a big part of everyone's life, and some people ignore it, and you got the left who, both sides can have extremes. There's extremes on the right, and there's extremes on the left. The extremes on the right are a little quieter, extremes on the left are really fucking loud, obnoxious. Obviously, it's hard. It's hard to be a politician today, because you fucking say one thing wrong, you can't have a past. You can't have done anything at all if you even farted in a woman's presence or in someone's presence and it smelled real bad, and someone said it was impolite. Like, you probably can't run for office anymore, unless you're Donald Trump, because Donald Trump just has unconditional support, because he's the only president that's not a fucking... He's the only president/candidate that isn't bought off by all these big corporations and rich people. So people voted for him because they were willing to have a guy who had some flaws but wasn't paid off by anybody to do what they want them to do. So you got extreme left, you got extreme rights. It's just, maybe you should just kind of be normal right, normal left. But it seems like there's a lot more extreme leftists out there, because that's where most of the problems come from. They want to change fucking terms because it's sexist. They want to, like, penmanship should be just penship or whatever it is, because they don't want the word man in there. And it's just like, come on, what kind of bullshit is that? That's ridiculous, I don't know how to feel about that shit. That stuff is stupid. It goes over my head, because I don't fucking feel that way. I'm a man, so yeah, you say, well, you don't feel that way because you're a man. You understand. It doesn't matter. What in what area do you have less rights? I don't see it. And they're going to say, well, we get paid less. And it's like, if you look at statistics, it shows that men are more willing to sacrifice more of their time for work versus family. They're willing to lose family time for work time. And I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, but in general, men are more willing to work harder or work longer than women are. And that's not sexist, that's just the way that the numbers show. But it's not a bad thing. Women still can work hard and still do work hard. It's just on average, men have been shown to work more and to work harder, which means, they probably get promoted more, and they probably get paid more when they get promoted. So the thing is like, women say they get paid less, but that's not true at all. See, the place that I work at, I started out, I've been there for 7 months now. I make a decent wage, and there's a woman there who makes more than I do. You know why? Because she's been there longer, not because she's worked harder. But then you look at it again. I make less than her technically right now, but I have a good relationship with my boss. I'm not a kiss ass by any means, but he likes me. Not because I've done anything in particular, but because he feels like he can talk to me and say more than you probably should to an employee. And I don't say anything back. I'm a good dude. I don't, he talks to me like he would talk to a friend, and I don't report him to HR or anything for some of the shit he says. Why would I? Just be a decent human being, and it doesn't make me uncomfortable, because that's the way I talk to my friends when I'm outside of work. It's just, when I'm at work, I try not to talk like that, but I'm not going to dock anyone for doing it, as long as, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so, damn, I'm about to do another show. We're already down to 3 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so we get to the point where she makes more money than I do right now, and she's been there she's one of the people who've been there the longest. She's been there for a couple of years or so. I don't know exactly how long it is. And she's not moved from her position. Sure, she gets a raise every year because they're part of the union, and every year we get a 50-cent raise. But she hasn't moved from that position because she's shown no initiative, and she hasn't gone for it. Now, see, I'm the opposite. I've been there for 7 months. I've gotten one raise because I was there at the right time, and I haven't. What was I gonna say? I have been reached to. I applied for a supervisor position, and they've reached out to me just recently, and they said that the next one available, I'm first on the list. They'll be giving me a call. Okay. Now, if I move up to a supervisor position, I'll be making objectively more money than she will be, but not because she's a woman and I'm a man. It's because I went for it. I said, hey, I think I'm ready for this. Give it to me. And because of that good relationship with my boss, when they called him and asked him about it, he answered, yeah, I think he would do a good job with that. I think he's a good dude. I think he could do it. Because I have a good relationship with him, you know what I mean? It's not that hard. You have to work, you have to be present, and you have to go for it. I mean, like I said, I've only been there for 7 months. And I went for it, and I figured, maybe there's a chance to not. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. I mean, I have the skill set for management, I feel like, because I like to lead. I like to be in charge of things, stuff like that. It's a natural thing to me to lead, So I figured it was a good try, and hopefully it works out. I mean, it seems like it might, so I'll let you know more if I find out more later. But it's like I said, it's not really a wage gap. It's more of men have a history of working longer and working harder, and it's not a reflection of women by any means, and it's not a reflection of men by any means. That's just the way it is, and it's not a bad or a good thing. It's just the fucking way it is, and you can say whatever you want, and I don't know what other arguments you'd have for. I don't know what other arguments you'd have against that. I mean, like for women and how unequal they are. Apparently, I think men and women are pretty fucking equal in today's world. The problem is that feminists want equal rights plus more, and it's like, okay, if that's what you really want. If that's what you really want, then why don't you ask for that instead of lie? My time's about to run out, so let me restart and do another episode and continue. I shall be right back.